Let's see. She gone. Evil exists, and how you respond to that evil when it decides to attack or threaten you and your family, well, it comes down to you and being prepared. And so something I vouch for is concealed carrying. Having something like this will probably save your life if you are ever in that situation, God forbid, right? So that's what today's topic of today's video is all about, is concealed carrying. We're going to be taking it to the range, running some drills. But did you know, by the way, that GOA actually encourages lawful concealed carry at their first annual event, GOALS, the Gun Owners Advocacy and Leadership Summit, taking place very soon, like just next week, by the way, at the Knoxville Convention Center, August 17th and 18th in Knoxville, Tennessee. Hope to see you guys there. We can see some of your favorite manufacturers, see some of your favorite gun tubers and gunstagrammers. Register at goals.gunowners.org, and I will see you guys next week, all right? Now, let's go ahead and roll into this really quick. Concealed carry. Today's video, concealed carry is what it's all about, because there is a debate about open carry versus concealed carry, what's more comfortable, what's quicker, things like that. But what does open carry ultimately do? It lets everybody know around you that, well, you've got a gun. And if I was a bad guy looking to do bad things, I would take out most likely the good guy with the gun if I assume that's what you are. So don't telegraph your next move, kind of like how a boxer doesn't show, like, hey, I'm going to throw a right hook now. You know, I'm going to throw a left jab now. Don't telegraph. That's why I like to conceal carry and keep it nice and, what's that word that's in there? Concealed. So let's go ahead and run into this really quick. This setup that you see right here is my Alpha Omega Kydex holster. This is the AIWB Flex. That's appendix inside the waistband holster, the X153. It is currently holding my Sig P365 AXG Legion. This is the RXX model coming with the Romeo-X Compact red dot, which we'll talk about here in just a moment. But ultimately, the AXG just means that it has a metal frame. All right, metal frame. Just keep that in mind, okay? And an additional magazine. What I love about this is, especially this little, combo that you see right here, is you've got 17 plus one in the chamber, and it comes with 3 magazines. That's pretty exciting stuff. You're also going to notice on my holster, bam, by the way, code MAGDUMP. Get you a little discount there if you're looking for a new holster setup at Alpha Omega Kydex holsters. You're also going to notice this fun little stuff on the back. Alpha Omega Kydex holster, Eric from Body Armor Vent collaborated on this super comfortable and breathable material, just like what they use for their body armor ventilation systems. They now just have this, like, it's pretty much like double-sided tape on a piece of Velcro that you can remove or not. Right? Pretty easy, pretty cool. And I've worn this like a lot, and it feels really good. It's nice and soft. Instead of just having hard plastic Kydex against your body, you can have this nice piece of squishy material that is, grooved for your breathing pleasures and allows air circulation through there, which is pretty cool, right? So there you go. This is my holster setup. I love this. I love being able to have an extra magazine. I love being able to carry this big chunky boy, which we can go ahead and roll into right now. The Sig P365 AXG Legion. It's freaking awesome, and I absolutely love it. Now, before we roll into it, though, there's something to hit right off the bat. With that AXG grip module and everything, which is metal, this guy is coming in at over 26 ounces, like a 1 pound, 10 ounces type of thing. So, yeah, it is pretty heavy. Now you add the Romeo-X Compact, the Foxtrot2R Light, and overall weight it's up there, okay? But because of the compensation that you see right here, 2 chambers, and because of this weight, makes it one smooth shooting pistol, and you can see that a little bit later when we take it out to the range and run some drills. Again, the 2 portings, you got the X-ray sights. I really am a big fan of these sights. It's gonna see my face in probably, like, So hopefully that's focusing for you guys. All right, cool. So I really am a big fan of those sights. The X-ray sights look great. They pick up in low light, awesome. And so what more could you ask for, right? In collaboration with the Romeo-X Compact sight, it's kind of funny. I've got like 2 rear sights. If you take a look at that. So here is the X-ray sight, and then here's the set of fiber optics that are attached to the red dot, right? So it's like a lot of sights on top of a lot of sights. But what's really neat about that is, let's say you are running a pistol that doesn't have, you know, the rear sight cut, like a dovetail or anything like that, for you to be able to put rear sights in conjunction with your red dot. Well, now if you have that footprint for the RMSC shield, cover up your face so it focuses on the gun. How about it? Let's do that. Thank you. Now what you'll notice is, well, now you've got integrated rear sights, which is pretty cool. So really awesome red dot sight there. And the fact too that it does have a 2 MOA dot and a 32 MOA circle. It's got an interchangeable, or you can switch out, interchangeable switch out. It's multifunction when it comes to the reticle. So you can have just the dot, a circle dot, just a circle, whatever you want. Me personally, I love the fact that it's a 2 MOA red dot, not like a massive big old circle. That allows me to, well, get really good precise shots on target. And if we're being completely honest, sights really don't matter. Let's just be real. Well, okay, there's an argument. Sights do matter, and you should definitely have them on your gun. But a lot of the engagements that take place for concealed carry, any type of you know, shooting that might take place, usually happens just about within arm's length and just beyond. And I'll be honest with you, I'm probably not aiming if that's the case, right? So there you have that. Again, really cool red dot. It is not an enclosed emitter, right? So you'll notice that this is all open back here, all right? It is not enclosed. What's great about enclosed is you don't have to worry about anything getting in there on top of the emitter, dirt, pocket dust, whatever, lint, and obstructing the emitter from casting that red dot onto the lens, right? However, closed emitters are also bigger, chunkier, and heavier. This is actually already kind of a chunky boy, if you ask me, but it's well protected. And short of it being a closed emitter, it's, you know, not. It's just an open emitter. So there you have it. Okay. Price point on that, however, though, for this exact model, coming from Sig, is about $400. You know, so there's that. The pistol is about $1,200, so it's not cheap already. And then on top of that, you throw on this light, which is about another $150. You're not looking at a cheap setup, all right, at the end of the day. But I would trust my life with it. And if you ask me, you can't really place a lot of monetary value on that. That's not how I meant to word that. It's hard to value that. Is what I'm saying. That's priceless. All right. For me and my loved ones, I want them to be protected. And for complete transparency, Sig sent me this package. All right. Sig sent me this, and after they did, I obviously started carrying it, running it, and I absolutely love it. For the price that it is, you know, right now with everything that I'm talking about, I would totally go out and seek and buy this exact same package to run, to keep, all of it. Because I have shot this a lot. I feel comfortable with it. I trust it, and it feels great. All right. So before we take it to the range really quick too, let's go ahead and talk about this light. This is a 700 lumen light. Additionally, it's up to 20,000 candela, about 1.5 hours of run time, and it has the ambidextrous activation paddles that you'll see right here. It's programmable as well. It does have the ambidextrous activation paddles as well, with a monetary mode and obviously a constant on as well, right? And super easy to manipulate. Maybe even too easy in some regard. Notice that you don't have, as I just accidentally hit that paddle, that's funny. Notice that you don't have a large trigger guard to begin with. And then these activation tabs sit just a little bit recessed into the trigger guard. So that ultimately means that if you're wearing gloves or anything like that, you're probably going to go ahead and get an ND of light. Negligent discharge of white light can give away your position and all sorts of stuff, but that's more of a military combat mindset. For civilian use, it's probably not that big of a deal, right? But at the end of the day, it's just something to keep in mind of. Now, for a momentary, you just hit down on the little tab that you see right here. I push that down, and that is momentary, okay? Lift it up for constant on. Very easy to figure that out, right? Overall, like I said, super happy with this setup. Now, with it being 20,000 candela, you'll also notice, which is perfect for me in my environment and where I live. 20,000 candela means it's ultimately going to have more of a focused beam. 700 lumens, look at lumens being more of a throw, just how bright the light is, how that light will be cast, right? Candela focuses that beam, okay? So if you notice right back here, like on my Betsy Ross there, God bless you, and on my Mark 12, you'll notice that it's got a pretty centered light, right? Again, I really like that because typically if I'm getting home late at night, I've got dogs, my dogs with me or anything like that, my tree line at the furthest point can be about 80 yards away or so. And as I have recently discovered, I have porcupines, I have coyotes, I have bobcats, I have deer, I have moose, I have black bears around this area. And it's kind of nice just to get out and just kind of do a quick scan and just be like, all right, what's around me? Okay, and I'm on my private property here. I'm not worried about flagging anybody or anything like that. Or if I am, then why are you on my property, right? Kind of a fun place to be in. Not really. So that's why I also recommend a handheld light, like my Stiletto by Surefire. Love that light. That's a lot of what I go to. So that way, if you want to scan the area and not worry about flagging something, you can. But if it's just me on my property, hell yeah, I'm going to take my light out and I'm just going to look around and be like, what's going on? Okay, cool. That is the complete setup, guys. That is ultimately what I like to carry pretty much at all times. And we'll step outside here in just a moment, go shoot, and I'll show you the ammo I like to carry, clothing, things like that. So with that being said, let's step outside. Let's go run a couple of drills with different styles of shirts on, because most of us don't wear these button-up shirts. I think t-shirts most likely, maybe even some formal wear, which we can get into at a later time, right? All right, let's go shoot. 152. 135. 138. Okay, you saw a couple of drills really quick, just getting 2 shots on target while drawing my concealed 365, right? And that's a great little drill to run. I didn't do any type of like standoff or anything, throw any punches and then draw. I mainly just wanted to see how fast I can get on target from, well, a concealed holster, right? So, okay, makes sense. Now, the snap button shirts are ideal if you ask me. Button-up shirts, they look good. If they're not like slim fit, tight fitting or anything like that, they're also gonna help you not print as much. And what is printing? Printing is, well, that. Okay, making it very obvious to what you might be concealing inside the waistband. And though we want to try to minimize that as much as possible, let's be real, most people around the world and in today's society just aren't paying attention to what's going on around them. So I wouldn't think too much about it, okay? Again, you want to minimize it as much as possible, but when it comes to printing, I am kind of like, I take a look in the mirror, I'm like, if I see maybe a grip sticking out right there, I'm not too concerned about it. Honestly, because like I said, most people are just completely oblivious anyway. Okay, so let's run a couple more drills now with the t-shirt on, so that way I don't have a little bit of an advantage with the snap buttons. Again, love those because they can break away really quick if you get caught up or anything. A t-shirt's not going to be as forgiving, and it's not going to be as easy to conceal as I just mentioned. So we're going to go ahead and run a couple of drills. How fast can I get out on target in 2 shots, 1 to the center, 1 to the head, as fast as possible. Let's do it. 145. 141. Oh. Ooh. Yep, that's why we practice. 209. Obviously my worst one, and we saw what happened, right? If we play that back, you can see that my thumb, even though I went up like this, I pulled my shirt up, looks like my thumb got caught, and still need to run the drill. Still got to complete it because it's going to be in those oh crap situations and scenarios that you're going to want to just power through whatever hindrance you might have. So if you're out there and you're not running perfect drills, that's okay, but get through it, right? So what do you guys say? I run 1 more of those, and then we just go ahead and just start running the steel out here and just seeing how this gun shoots and performs, all right? Conceal carry stuff is fun and it's great practice, but I think you guys want to see the gun shoot more than me right now, so let's just do that. Okay. 157, not bad, all right? Let's do that again. My elbow hit the other target behind me, so that's fun. .145 again. You'll notice that I am definitely quicker with the button-up shirt. There's more material to grab. I don't have to be as precise. If the buttons need to tear away, they can. So that's what I recommend. All right, let's get some shots on still now. I just painted the targets. They look good. All right, let's do it. I left my empty spray can down there. Let's see. She gone. Oh, that feels good. I went to go grab my other mag, but I only got 2, you know. The mags, by the way, I said it does come with 3, and it also includes those aluminum base plates with the Legion logo on them, which is pretty nice. Oh, and now that we are clear, and the rooster's being loud, I want to go ahead and show you guys the trigger, all right? Because I'm sure that's what some of you have probably been wondering, like, Clint, how's that trigger perform? So let's go ahead and do that really quick. What's the best way to do this? Yeah, that'll work, right? So you're gonna notice right here, got just a little bit of take up before we hit a very obvious wall, and then it drops. Nice. Reset on it. A little bit of travel, but it's obvious and makes for those quicker follow-up shots pretty evident and pretty obvious as well. Just a little bit easier just to know when to start pulling that trigger again. Again, I'm gonna go ahead and start applying pressure, drops, reset, bam. Nice. And overall, the gun just feels great, runs good, and I think you guys pretty much get the gist that I really do like how this gun performs. The Sig P365 AXG Legion, very similar to the X Macro, which pretty much has the polymer frame, which I also have one of those without the ports. And if you guys like to see a review on that one too, let me know. Maybe I'll do a little comparison video because the price difference between the two is also pretty different. All right, great. By the way, the rubber target that I was just shooting on, that's an Infinite Defense ID target, which I think you guys might like because it takes like, you can shoot that target a lot. It's like 10,000 rounds or something like that per square inch of 5.56 before you start blowing holes through it. Self-healing type of stuff, really cool. And for those of you that might be wondering, yes, the Clint Morgan, Mag Dump Morgan logo merch will be coming very, very soon. Thank you for those of you that have been asking, by the way. I greatly appreciate that, okay? And last thing I want to talk about too, because obviously this is all about concealed carry, the belt that I'm running, all right? The belt, this is Next belt. It's got like that ratcheting system, which is pretty cool. Might not be picking up the best on camera. I might be able to zoom it in for you guys some, but it's pretty nice. It's nice and sturdy. It's substantial, and it's not going to flop and fold on you or anything. A lot of the time too, I'm also running my Velcro inner belt for my AWS gear smooth outer belt that you see. Those are nice too because they're nice and thin, and it allows the little clips to get their hooks on, right? And yeah, it just works out really, really well. I'm trying to think if you guys might be asking for anything else. My FPV stuff, a lot of you guys have asked before, well, Clint, where's your body camera at? It's in the glasses. These are those Ray-Ban Meta glasses, which I'm sure Facebook, Instagram, and Meta loves that I'm using their glasses for gun content. Suck it. But yeah. So there you have it, guys. Appreciate every last one of you for tuning in, of course. And like I said, this is the last video before Goals, the Gun Owners Advocacy and Leadership Summit for GOA. This is their first annual event, and I'm super excited to be there, to be kind of like the, the guy in front of the camera a lot of the time, which isn't anything new per se, but it is new for GOA and me, and to be pretty much looked at as like the guy that's been asking GOA to hold an annual event for the longest time and being really vocal about it. And now they're like, okay, great. Now you're kind of going to make sure that it doesn't, it'll be a good time. Hope to see you guys there. Again, register at goals.gunowners.org. God bless you guys. And hey, we'll see you next time. Cover up your face so it focuses on the gun. How about it? Let's do that. Thank you. All right, let's go shoot.